Go ahead and start.
Good afternoon. I'm Christine and I'm a representative of the Ministry of Health and Welfare. We are here today to talk about the present situation and problem of drinking alcohol. The purpose of this discussion is to clarify these problems and improve the present situation. At our meeting today, we have Mr. Moon, who is a representative of Alcoholics Anonymous, and on my right, he is a health professional. These days, the number of drinking people who are not only adults but also teenagers is growing very fast. Look at this chart. The percentage of adults who are drinking is increasing very fast, from 64.6% in 1998 to 87.6% in 2001. Also, the percentage of university students who are drinking is 92.2% in Korea, which is much higher than 86% in America. Also, 75.7% of teenagers answer that they have experienced drinking, and almost half of the elderly that they enjoy drinking, although they are very weak at alcohol. The rate of drinking is related to economy and society and violence in the family. In this chart, the expenses of drinking in Korea is 2.8% of GDP, while the other countries spend less than Korea. Also, drinking causes social problems such as suicide and drunken drive, and it can cause many mental problems and also the physical problems. As you already know, alcoholism is very serious illness which needs mental treatment as well as physical cure. Alcoholism is not connected to the kind of alcohol or the period of drinking. Then, can you explain us alcoholism as an anonymous? Alcoholic Anonymous?
I'm speaking for the Alcoholic Anonymous, and I'm an alcoholic, and I'm speaking for all of us who are involved as part members of Alcoholic Anonymous. And what I'm going to say is about symptoms in general, as well as of mine and others. And primarily, when I wake up in the morning, I can remember what I did yesterday and the day before, and what I did with friends while drinking. And I have a habit of getting the first drink done before I get used to it. And moreover, I try to get extra 2 drinks than my friends. And sometimes I have the shakes in the morning. I feel really chilly, and I can just control myself. I never once tried to control my behavior or cutting down on my drinking as a way of changing my jobs or moving to a new location for my living. And after periods of drinking, sometimes I feel depressed, whether life is worth living, and I'm getting terribly frightened by the fact that the heavy drinking really gets me hot and crazy.
And you mean, although you know heavy drinking is very bad for you, you couldn't stop drinking, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you very much for your frank comment about yourself and the reason why you drink. I think these symptoms can be adopted not only to you but also to other alcoholics. Then, what are you thinking about drinking, Keith? I think you may have opposite opinion about drinking as a health professional.
Yeah. I have soju bottle here, and can you see this
warning. You can see that excessive drinking can cause cancer or illness of your liver. How can you drink alcohol even though you see this kind of warning? And do you know how much alcohol is harmful for your health? When you drink more than 3 glasses, your power of concentration becomes weak and you will have bad memory. And if you continuously drink alcohol, it becomes alcoholic, like she said. Alcoholic means someone who drink a large amount of alcohol, even then this will make them ill. And also drinking alcohol shortens life longevity. Research shows that someone who drinks alcohol regularly will die 20 years earlier than who doesn't. And liver disease, which is led by drinking, is the most critical factor of man death in Korea. So drinking alcohol gives nothing helpful, I think. And also not only in individual aspect, but also it causes many problems on entire society. There are many accidents and crimes caused by drinking. As you know, drunken driving rate is steadily increasing, even though governments have tried to prevent it for a long time. And we have most highest cases in drunken driving accidents all around the world. And it ruins a lot of lives and families. And crimes committed by crime rates committed by drunkards occupy more than 50%. And 87% of murder was drunken when they killed someone. And alcoholics are easily to get suicide, so kill themselves, and also. So it means lower alcohol makes reduction of crime, I think.
Then you mean not only heavy drinking, but also light and regular drinking can also cause many problems. Despite of these disadvantages, I think there are some reasons why you drink. And although heavy drinking is very bad for us, there may be some advantages of drinking, I think. Can you talk about that for us?
Yeah, I mean, I really can agree with what health officer says. And drinking is really, it truly, very deeply, really turns me on. I mean, it turns me into someone I like or wish to be, and it feels like I'm going to the stage where I can feel that extreme pleasure. And when drinking makes things better, I feel like becoming an easier and stronger version of myself. And when I stand on my opinions or perspectives in front of strangers or even female partners, I can strongly forces my opinions and strongly propose my reactions or emotions towards her. And sometimes when there isn't something hanging out around near my living, some sort of promising comfort or relief, I try to remind of my alcohol. And for several years it was surfing and basketball I liked most, but these days alcohol is the most preferable thing.
And you mean you drink when you want to be more cheerful or friendly with other people?
Yeah, super.
I agree with that point if it does not go too far. We know too much is as bad as too little. Then, what do you think about the way we can be healthy from alcohol? Can you give us some solutions that we can adapt to the policy?
Okay. I think reducing this problem is a very urgent issue. So I think of 3 solutions. And first thing is the most powerful and effective way to solve this problem is preventing all the alcoholics. Do you agree with me? But as you know, it is not possible. Government can can't do that because everyone has right to choose drink or not. So how about campaigning not to drink? We can use TV or other kinds of media to advertise harm of alcohol. And how about make entertainers like popular OA to stand for anti-alcohol? Maybe it works, I think. And give a proper information to many people to alert dangers from drinking a lot is very important. So education is very important, the most important thing too. We haven't heard about alcohol education, even though there are sexual education or tobacco education. So appropriate knowledge and warnings of alcohol should be provided to students.
So you mean we have to change people's value or view about the drinking to reduce it?
Yeah.
But I think it isn't enough to reduce drinking totally. Then what about the other solutions, do you think?
Yeah. Maybe it is not to solve this problem by this peaceful way. We have to do something more powerful. So have you heard about steady tax rate of tobacco? There was many conflicts at first. Smokers said that we will continuously smoke because we will not stop to smoke even though it is expensive. So, but as a result, there was an effect. 54.7% of men was smoker before the tax rate, but now the figure changes to 51.7%. So 3% was reduced. So you may think 3% is nothing, but 3% is over than 800,000 men. So I think there could be a similar effect on alcohol. And someone could blame that it is just way for taking taxes more from people, but at least I think it can motivate people not to drink more. And you find these days that it's more difficult avoiding alcohol. It is from Hanulat or presentation. You may know about our drinking culture is very dirty and confused. I believe this reason also contributed to more drinking. When we have a meeting, what do we do? Where do we go? We go to bar to drinking, as you know. And we got drunken and make a big noise, and sometimes we sing a song in a loud voice, not concerning other people. The source of trouble is that there are not enough enjoyable culture except drinking. How about going bowling, or how about going to famous places? Inventing alternative play culture can be the solution of this problem.
So you mean we have to campaign and raise tax to at the same time to reduce drinking, and we have to make a lot of chances to concentrate on other things to forget about drinking. Then, Mr. Moon, what do you think about how we can be recovered from the alcohol? I know you insisted that proper amount of drinking is fine, so why don't you tell us how we can practice that?
Okay, as far as health is concerned, I can totally agree with what health officer says, and I'll quit drinking from just by not going to the bar regularly, and I'm ready to show myself that I'm capable and decent and competent enough to get rid of drinking and having a normal life in social situations. And one of my colleagues in Alcoholics Anonymous says, and he quit drinking actually, and giving up drinking is actually feels like sitting in a great art gallery and watch the paintings being removed one by one, and it takes great pains to take the picture, take the paintings out of the gallery because it was created and done by a great artist, and it means it takes great pains to get rid of addiction. So there are several points to make sure that I'm becoming a better person than before, and primarily I try not to be too hungry psychologically and not getting angry or lonely or tired, and making a stable relationship with human beings. And later, by trying to quit drinking, I would try to make a drink once a week or twice a week maximum, and try to make sure that I would empty the glass before taking another shot, and I'm ready to let myself up a bit than before, and that's part of my suggestions to improve my health.
I see your point. Thank you for your practical solutions to how to make drinking less. And thank you very much, Keith and Jamun. I think it's very important for us to control ourselves about drinking to be healthy. I want to tell you about a cucumber to pickle analogy. A true alcoholic is someone who is turned from a cucumber into a pickle. You can try to stop a cucumber into a pickle, but there's no way you turn a pickle back into a cucumber. I know you know what is the alcoholic and what is the normal person, and this is the end of our discussion, and thank you very much for your attention, and have a nice day.